Trap Wars Radio Show and Podcast. I'm here with
Tyestick.
Tyestick in the building. We'll be right back. Trap Wars Radio Show and Podcast. Let's go. Stick has got a lot going on. You know, he's a boss in his own right. So let's talk about you, just, you know, like your life and where you've been and where you at right now, trying to really take it to the next level.
Well, I'm originally from Bardstown, Kentucky, a little small town in Kentucky, about 30 miles away from Louisville. You know, this what it's most known for is Louisville. But you know, I've been around the world doing this music thing.
Now, let me ask you, what was the vibe in your town? Like, what, you know, I know Louisville, Kentucky. I went down there. What if I came in there? It's like a sleepy town. If something happened in the town, people like it happened. They can't believe it, or is it a little bigger than that?
It really when I mean the crime rate is ridiculous down there. There's a bunch of unsolved murders down there. You know, like Jamie King and some other people down there. But you know, it don't get much light shedded on it. But you know, that's another thing that I want to do with my music, man. You know, shed a light of what's going on in Bardstown, Kentucky, man. As far as the police department, politics, and the corruption and things, you know. So.
Well, you know, we got corruption all over the world and all over the country.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we see what's going on in Louisville with, you know, what recently happened.
Yeah.
And I just think that, you know, every part of Kentucky has its own little situation, you know. And, you know, you came up to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, you got a little situation, but, you know, you're straight now.
Yeah.
Now, how do you feel right now?
I mean, you know, I feel like a boss supposed to feel, you know, boss stuff did what I was supposed to do, shit, and I'm where I'm supposed to be at.
Right.
You know.
Well, you know, I listened to your records and I heard some of your music, and your music is matured, man. Like, I can hear the difference in some of the music you were showing me earlier to what you got going on now. How you feel about your maturity of your music?
I mean, you know, I hear the same thing when I listen to it, you know. Back when I was selling drugs, that's what I was talking about, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The street life, the drug money, the bitches, the cars, the clothes, you know, the money.
Right.
But, you know, as I start to spend that money and acquire more money, you know, I put myself in a different tax bracket to where, you know, I rap about different things now, you know. Designer things, you know, foreign things, you know, overseas things, you know.
Well, explain to these young men out here young women out here that's wasting their time trying to be something they not, instead of being what they're supposed to be.
I mean, you know, just be yourself, man. And, you know, if you be yourself, that's your lane. You know, can't nobody come in your lane and stop you from doing you. You know, so as long as you do you, you know what I'm saying, you're authentic, you're gonna come out on top every time, man. Just follow the rules. There's rules to everything.
You know, we're gonna talk about the rules in a little while, but we'll be right back. The Trap Wars Radio Show and Podcast. Let's go. The stage talking that real information that needs to be passed. One of the things he was talking about, and I got a chance to watch and listen to his YouTube, 13 Laws of Power, man. He redid the whole book and said it in his own rap as he did. I think everybody needs to come check that out. Explain to me, like, what made you like decide to collaborate or come up with your own vibe on that?
I mean, it's a classic, man, and I'm a classic dude. So, you know, I figured that if I took, you know, part of Training Day, which is a classic, and incorporated with my music, man, and, you know, and give people that real, you know, 13 rules of the game to live by in the streets, then, you know, maybe they'll pay attention. You know, I took a little old, put a little new, you know. It's always been a recipe for success.
A little old, a little new?
Yeah, it's always a recipe for success.
Well, you know, I mean, that book translated into some real, you know, so it's going to be a classic once people really listen to it, because I got a chance to listen to it, and I got to listen to it again. So we need to re-release that. You know, we're going to sit down, we're going to talk about that. You need to re-release.
I got to re-record that and
we need to re-release that one, man. That's going to take somewhere that people are going to understand. But, you know, the trap is open. You see that open sign, so we open right now.
Right.
So we about what we about. Let's go into your music now and your music career. And outside of your music career, you was telling me a little bit about you got into construction.
Yeah, I got my own construction company, man.
Okay. How's that? I mean, how's that kind of like made you understand the value of, of a dollar? I know it has, because construction really breaks it down all the way down to the minute. You know what I'm saying? A piece of wood.
Too. Yeah, it'll break you down too if you ain't ready for it.
No, I ain't gonna let it break me down, guys.
Right.
But I understand what you're talking about.
Yes.
I had to general contract my facility here, so I understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So, is it the same industry as it was in the beginning, or you find that the construction business is changing?
I mean, as long as they keep stimming out them stimulus checks, people keep spending them with me.
Right.
With the stimulus check, people getting upgrades to their house. Doing a lot of renovations. So
Right.
People Google construction or handyman. I'm usually the first one that pops up in Google search. So jack of all trades, Google me.
Right.
Look for my logo. It's a jack, just like on a card, except for your dark skin, just like a brother. So,
Definitely.
Yeah, black-owned business, man. So support you.
I know you slaying a couple of CDs while you was out there, moving around.
Yeah.
People listening to you, because one thing I learned about a vibe, man, a vibe goes everywhere with you. You know what I'm saying? It's not on you, it's in you.
Yeah, right.
So when you're moving around and they see what you're doing and how you really get into your art, you talk about your music, they want to buy into your music,
Right.
And that's one thing I learned, that they buy into you, not what's on you, what's in you. And let's talk about you got a big family, or it's just you, what's going on with you?
Man, I really don't know a lot of my family, because I did a lot of prison time when I was younger.
You had to do a lot of prison time, so you really get a chance to really meet your family.
Right. Yeah. Plus, I moved around a lot, so
Okay.
when I wasn't moving around a lot, I was doing prison time. So.
Right. So you stationary in Atlanta for a while, though.
Yeah. Been for a minute.
Yeah. So it's a good place, a good vibe here.
I mean, go where the money's at.
I hear you.
That's home business for blacks, so
Right here's the thing.
Definitely.
Right records is the
I also got a record label too. Get right records. I also got Get Right Records South.
Which I know. Sick to truth.
All right. You busy. I mean, I know you got a couple of artists in the building right now. So I know it's official.
Yeah.
And before we get you on the stage, is anything you really want to talk about? Because it seems like you got something that you want to talk about.
I mean, I've been in the game for a long time, man. So my advice to people is just, follow the rules, man. I mean, some people are hard-headed and they can't accept advice from people who can't believe that they're doing it. So, my advice is just, follow the rules, man. Follow that blueprint. You can't go wrong, man. And put in the work. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the work. Just like I say, just like he said, don't do something. Don't say you're doing something and don't do it and try to reap the benefits, because it's just not gonna happen. You got to put in that work. Period.
People don't believe that, but they they eventually find out there ain't no shortcuts to the motion.
Yeah.
The motion got to be generated for it to happen.
Right, and most of that shit is paperwork, man. I mean, that's the biggest piece of game I can give you right there. I mean, for real, man, real shit. If you do that paperwork, put that paperwork on yourself, so anybody that's looking to find you can pay, you can cut you that check, or do a direct deposit, man. With ASCAP, EMI, ASAP, whoever, and make sure you register with them folk, man, because you know what I'm saying, on stage performances, mechanical royalties, digital royalties, streaming, man. You got to do paperwork, man. You got to put your John Hancock over there and link a bank account to it for the folk to pay you, man. Period. If not, then you're not gonna get paid, man. You can't look at your partner and say where your money at, because shit, if he didn't tell you, then he was trying to get you.
Right.
If he didn't tell you, he was trying to get you.
He didn't tell you the information.
Yeah.
That's a lot of that happened in the early game. And it's a lot of the rap situations. You know, one person did a lot of the research and knew all the game, and had all the artists that was on the label sign the information over to him, and he been getting checks, or whoever it is been getting checks for a long time. And then you find out he been getting these checks and you ain't know nothing about it, and you mad now. You can't be mad because you didn't do the research. And you didn't know the information. You know, I mean, everybody's not as loyal as you want them to be. You know, as you are, a lot of people aren't as loyal as you are. So you gotta do it yourself.
And that's what I always tell my artists, man. Shit, look, if you can't do that paperwork yourself, man, nigga, I do it. You feel me? But I'm gonna put a tax on it, period. Because my experience is on the line.
You pay to learn how to
That's
do that.
it, period.
If you're paying money, you pay the time.
That's it. You feel me? And I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna make sure it's linked to your bank account, not mine. So I don't want it coming to me. Get your money. You feel me? But I get mine all the time.
Straight up.
Trap Awards Radio Show and Podcast. Let's go.
Game is to be so.
All right, so now we're talking-
Exactly.